y'all know. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, we are live. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here today with bum 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 King Smarty, Sananda Galactic. Hey Smarty, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How you doing?
I am doing good.
All
Yeah.
right, all right, all right. That's good. That's good to hear.
Techno- yeah. Okay, it is working.
Yeah, I was just looking at that because every
Mhm.
time we try to do these things
Yeah.
to get information out and help people and change and you know talk about new things and stuff, we always get messed with, right?
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Let's see. As far as the questions on Telegram, keep them short and simple because I'm not going to read a whole fucking paragraph. Okay. Um, Other than that, let's rock and roll. Sue, we can go with your questions, and then I'll talk my stuff along the way. But
Okay.
lots of good things are happening, and I know you're starting to see the bigger picture unfold, and you're starting to realize that people, places, and things are gone, and there is a different dark source behind the continuing of their puppets.
Right.
So
Right.
you're starting to witness all that, and their system is crumbling. It's already crumbled. We're walking into the full manifestation of that crumbling, full
Okay.
crumbling.
All right. All right. I have like maybe five interesting little tidbitty questions that are probably related. About a week ago, the sky turned red in Texas. And I know we've had that in Florida a few times, and that was a mothership uncloaking. What was it in Texas?
So there was multiple ships uncloaking worldwide. Some of them were dark, um, and the dark ones were quickly taken care of. Um, they did try to use they did try to use their connections and their off planet groups to do the whole fake thing. And then there's a lot of other groups that are promoting more of a white race ET instead of the real ones doing all the real work here. So what you're going to see happen is you're going to see ships of all sorts uncloak, and you also see some of these ships stay stationary and they'll be broadcasting love and light frequencies and all that stuff. The ones that do try to, hit the planet with dark energies or release types of, what do you call it, hypnotizing stuff and release just junk. Those are the ones that are allowing to be seen and then quickly eliminated. Even the ones that had the weather modification devices on them, like we already know because of certain people coming out talking about how their ships, or not their ships, but there are ships that can create storms and weather and stuff like that. Those things are being dealt with, and like I told you before, the process of elimination for us is to fully expose it all and eliminate it. Now, we've been putting out all of the commands and energy to expose it all, which is why you're seeing it. A few years ago, I would talk about these things, and people would be like, "Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, yeah, this and yeah, that." Now you're seeing it actually happening because the group of us and those of you that I've trained successfully that are actually using the method and the commands and the technique that I showed you guys, you and us, are part of the full manifestation of everything that you're seeing take place right now. Whether people behind the scenes or people that came and went, believe it or not, doesn't fucking matter because it's happening anyway. And the fact that we have dad with us and the love of humanity or mankind, because humanity, humans, they all mean different things. So the fact that we have the love for mankind and the love for each other is why we're capable of doing these things, because we have that power behind it all, which is love. Love is the most powerful fucking force there is. You know, even when I say I fucking love you, that's powerful. So, so what you're seeing is all of these manifestations that we've been working on take place, literally back to back to back to back to back. So you will see more of it, and you will be able to videotape it, like I told you also. So get your phones out, get everything out. Don't be surprised if you're visited by an angelic or a galactic or just somebody in a regular, everyday attire, like dressed like me and saying hello and then disappearing right before your eyes. Don't be surprised because we are definitely here. Now, the Dark One's been here too. They've been here doing this the whole time in front of everybody. And that's how they've been keeping control of the masses and the people and the puppets because they would appear human and then shapeshift, scare them to death, literally near death,
Yep.
and tell
Yep.
them they have to do this and they have to do that, or we're
Yeah.
going to eat you and kill your whole fucking family and all this other stuff, right? So what you're seeing now is you're seeing us slowly revealing ourselves and at the same time allowing the dark ones and allowing including militaries to fake things. Because at the end result is everybody waking up to the fact that this is all real, anything and everything is possible, and we can actually manifest the things that we want to see happen. So yeah, it's very real.
Okay.
That was a long answer to it, but that's I wanted to make sure everybody understood that I've been saying this shit, and now you're seeing it.
And I think it's all related. We're just seeing different pieces of what's happening, if you know what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I just posted a video of a bunch of little lights and ships over top of my house coming when I was crossing the bridge. And I got a message saying that that certain group of individuals use those ships. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So it's it's definitely happening, and they're starting to put out more and more stuff everywhere, and like literally everywhere. You even got the White House posting some weird shit, chasing after ETs and
Yeah.
teleporting or beaming people from one side of the fence to another side of the fence, crop circles and all that stuff. All of that is helping wake the people up, literally. And I was talking to B about it yesterday and how it felt like some of it was taking shots at us, or mainly me, because I would say some of these things, and now they're posting it as if they're the ones doing it all.
Yeah.
But Daddy told B um, that they don't know what they're doing and they don't know what's really happening, and that they're pushing the more of a white ET race instead of, like I said, all of us that are really doing these things. There was a report of a giant ship landing a long time ago, not too long, but a giant ship landing, and there was a bunch of dark colored
Right.
ETs on it,
Right.
and they were told, listen, man, y'all gonna do this and do that, and you got a timely fashion to do it, and if you don't, we're coming and we're gonna do it for you. Um, they agreed to do it. However, a lot of things have been happening to get in the way of them actually doing it, which also is allowing us to intervene the way we are. So we're all getting ready to fully uncloak, reveal ourselves, and shapeshift into ourselves, right? You all already see what I look like. You should see what you look like. Some of y'all are literally going to leave everything, drop everything, and then teleport right to your position on the spacecrafts. So there's a lot of wild stuff still happening. There's a lot of things that people can't explain. There's a lot of things that the militaries don't understand and don't know. And there is a handful in the military that do know what's happening because they were informed by us. The rest are just on a need to know basis. So yeah, it's all happening. And it's happening right now as we speak. That's
Awesome.
that's the best part.
Awesome. All
Yeah.
right. In the past couple of days, we had a meteor explode over Massachusetts. And then a couple of days prior, there was a sonic boom in North Carolina. And I think there's something going on in upstate New York as we speak right now. Are these related and what are they?
Yeah, most of it is secret wars, or not so secret, but it's what I just said, what I
Yeah,
just talked about.
yeah,
Some of it is allowed to spill over into this reality, and some of it isn't. And what I mean by that is that it's a real dimensional. You know how they say spiritual world war?
yep.
What did I say? It's nothing but dimensions. You can call it spiritual if you want to. This is a dimensional war. In and out of dimensions. Pop, 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 pop. I posted that DMT video. Did you see that one?
Yeah,
Okay, so when we do our things, we're literally in that field where shit just changes. Every time we address something or take out something or remove something or do what we do, we literally send a group of utility squads just like that, and they go in just like the movie Jupiter Ascending. After they fucked up the whole city, he's leaving on the highway. Look back in the mirror, and you got all these little bots rebuilding the city. Right?
yeah,
That's real. That's real. That's what happens. So those individuals go out and clean up and repair the reality, repair this simulation, repair this.
right.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
Um, that being said, a lot of that stuff is being allowed to spill over so that people can raise questions. Wait, what is this? What is that? This is aliens. That was a spaceship. That was a rocket. That was a meteor. See what I mean?
yeah.
Then you got us raising the consciousness levels. We just raised another 10 last night. I slept like a baby. I don't know about everybody else. I was gone. So a lot of it is, most of it, or if not all of it, is to wake people up.
Right, right.
All of it. So the end result is a full honorable disclosure by the people that are fully in charge, and that's me, Daddy, and B, or should I say, Daddy, me, and B.
Awesome, awesome.
Very,
Yeah.
very, very, very.
What
No,
last time we had a meteor over Ohio, I saw on social media a couple of days later a little rock in a grassy field, like, oh, there's a segment of the meteor. I mean, anyone could have done that. It was really funny, actually, quite funny. All right.
yeah.
We see a rocket exploding, like say 3, 4 nights ago. Um, and then you said it wasn't me, which leads me to believe it was you. Can you tell us about that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I did not leave my house. I did
Yep.
not have any relationships with anybody there.
Yep.
That's funny. I mean, I warned them not to do certain things,
Yeah.
and when we do those type of things, um, it's because we already warned them not to do stupid shit.
Right. Right.
Stop trying to put your rockets in the sky. Stop trying to put your lasers up there. Stop trying to do this. Stop trying to do that because we've already took out some of your shit, most of your shit that's already hovering that they call space junk. And we're not going to let you put more up there because you know why. It's over for y'all, right? Um, that being said, they're not going to be able to do anything that is not supposed to be done, including fake. bases and fake resorts on the moon and this and that and blah blah blah. It's all bullshit. It's already been up there. There's already been secret space programs and secret space, you know, resorts and shit like that. The cabal has been using this type of stuff for a long time. So what we did was we put a perimeter around this galaxy, and we squeezed in, and now we're here finishing the job on Earth. So, um, that being said, someone just posted about the Chimera. Those individuals, we addressed that a while ago. They were sitting in a black hole type of area, and they will always come out of the black hole type of area. It was almost like a planet, but it looked like a black hole. And they would go in. They had their little staging area, their little uh, whatever the fuck you want to call it, their own little planet and world or whatnot. And then they would come out of it just to attack and do a bunch of different things, and then they would go back into it. So what we end up doing is we found out exactly what they were doing. We actually watched the whole thing, and when we were given the okay, we went into the black hole, the black portal, took us right to their little island, planet, whatever you want to call it, and fucked it all up. So we did address that. Now, I want to say this because a lot of people are confused about what's actually still happening. There's a lot of people talking about all of these different groups like those individuals. They have been addressed. The ones that are remaining are the ones that are have chosen to work for the light. So if you not if but when you run into a specific civilization, a specific ET group, you're going to run into a benevolent one, and off planet they are mostly benevolent because of what we've already been doing and what we've done and what they witnessed. It's not that hard to show people a bunch of things and then have them fall back. There is reports of people down here or this planet being, one of, the beings down here being one of the most powerful entities that were ever created, if only they knew. So those of us that know, we know that we're the most powerful and we're proving it and showing it. So a lot of the different groups out there have already took a fucking knee, if you would. Um, I've always said that we eliminated the reptiles and the ETs and the grays and all this other stuff. That is also true. What is also true is that there are some still running around because people have to experience that. Once you're done experiencing that, then it's allowed to be exposed and then we're allowed to eliminate. I'll give you a perfect example. The individual that was filming the satanic shit on the building that I just posted, he revealed what they were doing. The young man, the half breed, walked by him, popped up behind him. He was seen. Because of that little episode, we now pinpointed another one of them that needed to be escorted, right? So those type of things are allowed to happen so that people can see those videos and see what's happening and see that there's clearly something wrong with these beings down here. There's clearly something wrong with them because they're able to do certain things and they have these positions of power, and they're secretly eating children and all this other stuff, right? That's still being exposed. There's only a handful of them left so that everybody realizes that this is the case. When it's fully exposed, like that video just did, then somebody goes missing. And it wasn't the one filming. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I say that, we got this and that there's things happening that, people don't fully understand yet, and that, there's other people saying that they're all, they're still here, and blah 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 blah. Yes, it's true. There's multiple beings still here. Most of them are now benevolent and on our side. And a lot of the individuals in the videos that are ETs, a lot of them will remain because their task was just to reveal themselves and then do no harm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening.
So to circle back on that Chimera, okay, they were the ones that were working with dark AI, like we call it black goo. All right. And so the bottom line is there's nothing to fear or worry about for our future here.
Right.
Okay. That's really the bottom line, right?
Yeah. Well, you got all types of different species trying to control the mankind, this these bodies.
Yep.
Right? You got all these different species trying to control us because we have that God spark in us, that daddy spark, that source energy that a lot of them wish they had. So it's like us having a Duracell battery, and we put it into one of our remote controls, and now we can use that Duracell battery to change the channel and do things.
Yep.
Same concept. They use us to create for them. Some of them can't even create things or even make some of the products that we use because their hands are too fucking big. So, they literally have us like a worker force. Literally, that's how they have the people down here.
Okay. Saw several different videos in the past couple of days about guys coming up out of the New York City sewers in the middle of the night. Not just one, this is multiple occurrences. So questions are they good guys or bad guys? What were they doing? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's a little bit of both. Reconnaissance, military, going in after the dark ones, um, taking care of business, making sure people are rescued and stuff like that. That's been happening for a while, and the more and more evidence of that will be exposed. New York has been infested for a long time,
Mhm.
for a real long time. They would go. There's rave parties and ETs and vampires and all these type of things in the underworld. That's why they made those movies.
Yeah.
So they've been down there the whole time. Some of them wear capes and they have their tails sticking out and look like lizard men. Some of them don't even come out. That's why they made the movie Ninja Turtles and shit. Um, they're just not turtles. They're more like reptiles or reptilians.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, um, a lot of it is being cleaned up, and some of it is being videotaped more and more nowadays. There's a whole lot of things being videotaped nowadays.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's
All right.
right.
Got a question from two or three people. Do we have to sign up for a QFS wallet to get their Nasara Jasara funding?
No,
Okay. Several have gotten requests to sign up, some from random groups, some from crypto, some from this, some for that. Some of them want money, of course, like a small fee, a few $100s or whatever, to set up their wallet or whatever it might be.
no.
So not required. It's a scam if that comes through.
Well, most of it is a scam, but you're not going to pay. You're not going to have to pay to join the QFS because the um, the QFS is already hooked up with all the banks that were not were, but that are going along with the program. It's an automatic thing, just like you go to the bank now. when you go to the bank, they set up an account for you. The only difference is that it'll be on a different platform where the bank can only do banking fees instead of take your money and use it, because that's what's been the problem. Back in the day, you would put $1 million in, and within the 3 days that it took you to access that $3 million, they would flip it. They would flip it in their own little trading platforms. Now, because of the different strategies and the different things that we have, you put $1 million in the new banking system and it stays there, and only you can access it. And if you want to use their platform, then you pay a fee. And that's if you use their platform. Now, using their platform also gives you the abilities to choose to use their platform. And if it's a cool and easy platform for you to use, why not pay the little fees? I'm not against none of that stuff, right? I'm not against using a legitimate paying processing or bank structure to hold my funds, and then charge me a little bit of fees to do little transactions for me. I'm okay with that. That's how the banks stay the banks. But they have to be good banks now.
Yeah.
They have to like do good things. And even those little percentages that they do um gain off of the people, they need to be doing something good with that, which is why I should own all the banks.
I love that idea. Like a lot of these banks, like even if you transfer money from one account that you have with them to another, they'll give you a couple free like electronic transactions, but they want fees for that. They want fees for everything, you know?
Right, right, right,
And
right, right,
yeah, and they're using, your money, our money to make those fees.
right. And then where does the money end up going to? See, because surely not going back to the community.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's why daddy wants me to own all the banks. Or that's why I own all the banks. I'll
yeah.
say it that way. People won't understand what that means until it actually is like in your face. But I gotta spend either 25 to $70 just to transfer, just to send money to one of my manufacturers. It's like Jesus fucking Christ. I could be using that and helping somebody or doing this or doing that.
Yeah.
And
I, I saw a statistic. If we all took, say, $50 and didn't spend it at Amazon, but instead spent it to, at a locally owned business instead to buy the same product locally owned, it would put billions into our economy. But instead, everyone just clicks Amazon. They don't even think about the small business owner and, the bad guys, if you will, get the money.
yeah, well, that's true. But there's another side to that that's happening too. Um, a lot of the people that want to create these small businesses, they'll be able to connect with a business like Amazon so that they can have their customers come to them too.
Yeah, yeah,
When we take over all of these different companies, it's going to be a lot more easier, and they'll still be in place. They'll just have a different name, if you would, and they'll do more for the people. Um, not everybody's gonna want to have a corner store no more or a business or anything like that because there'll be more money being spreaded anyway.
right, right.
If you got anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 coming in a month, just because, just cause you're mankind or womankind or just because you were born on this planet, and that's the thing that they took all that stuff from us. They took all of it. the land, everything. They stole all of it. And that's why they're fighting tooth and nail to keep. And that's why I'm eliminating them.
Yep. That time is
But
over.
yeah, so when all of these things be revealed and then the truth about it all, every time someone was born was inherited, you know, and those would be rulers used all of these deceiving ways to trick the people into believing that we're all poor and we don't have anything, and our God doesn't love us because He didn't give us shit, right? Stuff like that. People are going to be a lot more happier, and you're going to see a lot more traveling. That's what you're going to see too.
Yeah.
There's people that have nothing right now, and um, they have nothing but daddy anyway, um, and would love to travel the world, and they can't, right? So then, when you have these people that would love to travel the world and are getting anywhere from 1,500 to 5,000 a month because of guaranteed income, basic income, because good people do the right fucking thing. Those people that would love to venture and see the world will be able to afford it without no issues.
Right.
And that's like, why wouldn't you allow to be do? Why wouldn't you be allowed to do that?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like they've done everything down here to separate the people from God and from what He created for us, which is the planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's another reason why I keep begging Daddy to let us just loose. Let us loose, Daddy. Let us loose. Let us loose. Let us stop all this shit. Let us make the earth stay still for just an hour. Just an hour. All I need is an hour, Daddy.
Come on, Daddy. So you had talked a few minutes ago about when people go through the crystalline chambers, they're going to have their mission, their new body, their memories, their knowing.
Yeah.
Some people we'll call it transported to the ships or to wherever they're supposed to go on their mission. So
Yeah.
we had someone ask a question worried about their pets at home. Like, let's say they're one of those that is transported to a ship. What will happen to those pets?
What pets?
Well, we want to make sure that they're happy and safe, right?
You ain't gonna worry about no damn pet. That pet don't belong to you anyway.
Okay, so they'll be able to make sure that the pet is taken care of so that they don't have to worry about it, right?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Come on now. And
Well, that's what I'll be saying. Like, people are worried about the dumbest shit. It's not. I
well,
mean, it's not dumb, but you know what I mean. Like, you're getting ready to go get a new body, get a new mission. Why are you worried about some pet?
you want to make sure that they're happy and safe. That's all. You
They're
taking
happy
care
and
of.
safe because Dad created them.
Yeah, if they're locked in an apartment or something.
No, no, I'm messing around. But
I know. I know.
all
Well,
right, now you can take care of yourself. You're smart enough because your consciousness was risen too. Have a
well,
great
they
day.
are smart enough. It's just that they don't have opposable thumbs to open the doorknob. That's all, you
No,
know.
I know. Um, um, yeah. Whatever happens, happens. I'm sure it'll be good because Dad's not just gonna let you. I mean, not just gonna let the pet. You know, for all we know, you could take the pet with you. We don't know,
Yeah. Okay.
but you know, we'll see
All
what
right.
happens. We'll see what
Okay.
happens.
Well, there should be no worries because let's say you're one of those people, you will make sure the pet is okay. Okay. So we'll
Well,
make sure that they're okay.
that's why I say it that way, like the dumbest shit, because
Yeah.
obviously you're gonna take care of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're gonna have money. You can pay somebody to take care of it while you're doing something galactic.
Okay. 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 Related to earlier with what's going on that I didn't ask. is about 2 weeks ago, there were explosives found in Mobile, Alabama, in a water tank. Were they put there by a sleeper cell?
No,
Ooh.
nope. They were put there by an IDF agent.
Ooh. On purpose.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of this is for show too.
Hmm.
Um, you know how they just recently talked about the IDF joining the US military?
Yeah.
That's for show too. Because everybody's not gonna have that shit. Right now, you're witnessing everybody and their mama going against the system, the police, the judges, the sheriffs. These individuals need to be rounded up and hanged because they've been doing treasonous shit against the people. Not only that, the darker ones with the CPS stuff have been taking your children from you. So they're all involved in it. Or should I say, all the ones that are involved in it are being handled, are being addressed. And the good people of this realm are waking up and standing up to it all. And we outnumber them. Think about it. Every little town has about anywhere from 30 to 70 police officers and police agents. I'm sure there's more than 30 right thinking people that want to see children protected
Right.
in that same town.
Right.
So this is what we're trying to avoid. Us, the people literally lynching all of them, right? And if that's the way daddy wants it to go, there won't be nothing they can do about it because that's what they chose. They chose that. And when I say they chose that because of their actions and not stopping what they should have stopped a long time ago, that's the results. You chose it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I've seen an uptick in arrests made for, child abuse, we'll say.
We're
Okay.
putting the energies behind that, by the way.
Yeah.
And we have been,
Yeah.
and we will continue to
Yeah.
because it's not right.
Teachers, school systems, school employees, whatever, uh, police, judges, like it's really like it's coming fast and furious right now.
It needs to happen faster and furiouser,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
that's the fucking word.
Yeah. We can make our own words up.
Yeah, I know. I do all the time.
I got a good one. Laster means anytime prior to now. Laster.
Right,
Because I can't remember what happened yesterday. You know what I mean?
right, right, right.
Doesn't matter. So yeah, but it's coming out. Like you can see these reports. Now, then we see some injustice. Some guy does a really bad thing, doesn't get jail time, or gets like, a second of jail time, where some black guy does something minor and gets 30 years in jail.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's because they got different laws for colored people.
Yeah. So we're seeing the inequities, right?
Right. Not to mention we're all finding out how real of a business it all is and how all charges are literally just that, a charge.
Yeah.
Your charge from the court system or from the courts, from the cops, is nothing but a charge, just like you're being charged at Walmart for the items that you just bought.
Right.
The problem is that you don't know that they're charging your birth certificate and not you, the body. So you go agree with all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can take it as charge, as in financial charge, but we can also take it as emotional energy harvesting, right?
Right.
So, so look at the pain and suffering, all right, that is caused by excess fees and all this other stuff, right? And they're harvesting that energy as well.
Right, which is why we are all now liable, or not liable, but now we're all um what's the word I want to use? We're all capable of getting financial resources, financial um financial kickbacks because we are the injured parties in all this.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm trying to say?
I do.
So because of they came and kidnapped me, I'm now looking for payday because you violated my whole due process. You
Exactly.
violated my constitutional rights. You violated everything. Not to mention you violated the boss. What the fuck do you think is going to happen now? You're going to either violate me some more or you're going to quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Either way, it's over for you.
They should have quit earlier, but they keep pursuing it. They're kind of trying to um uh, the word I would say is brute force. They're trying to hustle you along and just like kind of sweep you down the current that you're the one that did something wrong and you have to comply with their rules and regs when you're like, no, you're
Yeah,
not.
well, you can't charge somebody, or you can, they can,
Yeah,
off of hearsay and all this other shit. Where's the evidence that I stole anything?
yeah,
Where's
yeah,
the evidence that I did anything y'all claiming I did?
yeah.
The only
They
evidence you got is me talking shit. I talk shit all day long.
they still haven't provided you with the discovery items you requested,
They
right?
still haven't provided me with the body cam when they came to kidnap me.
Yeah, yeah,
They still haven't provided me with all types of stuff.
yeah,
But that's what their game is.
yeah,
And now we have their bonds. We have the remaining bonds. Well, we still need one more. But now we have the bonds, and now we have the policies. So now we have to file, not file, but send off all of these remaining paperwork to all the different, attorney generals and all these different people, so that they see that I'm just compensation.
yeah, yeah. So we just got a switch of topics. Sorry if
All
we're
good.
not done. Yeah. Just got a comment in from someone in Scotland that her kids were taken away 6 weeks ago because she wouldn't comply. And she
Well,
said she was arrested.
yeah, well, that sounds like you were violated. That sounds like somebody make the wrong decisions. That sounds like kidnapping. That sounds like injuring, injured
Yep.
party.
Yep.
I'm not sure how the laws are over there, but I know how daddy works, and that ain't good at all. Doing
Mm-mm.
that type of stuff to people, not good at all.
Not good at all.
Not good, and it's going to end everywhere. That being said, let's go ahead and reinforce all charges being dropped and the children be returned for her and everybody else
Dun
that's
dun
been
dun.
dealing with this type of um, dark, dark entities, dark forces, dark, fraudulent, deceiving systems.
Right. Dun dun dun.
Undone.
Dunner than done. Horrible.
It is.
So, we were talking about that guy in Texas with the big mural on the building yesterday, and then the creepy guy that comes up next to him. I kind of had that happen yesterday at Walmart, and this guy kept popping up all the time I was walking through, and I finally left, and it was like, I don't think that was a coincidence.
Well, you are special, so
That is true. Yep. So,
yeah. Well, they think they can scare some of y'all like that.
yep. Yeah, I was like, get out of here in my head. Like, get out of here, dude.
Yeah, they think they can scare people, people like that, and they're sent to what do they call it? Gang stalking and that type of shit. That's
Yeah.
literally what that was, or attempted to, scare you and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Um, stuff like that. I laugh at
Yeah.
because what they don't know is Daddy allowed them to even get that close.
Well, and you know what? Here's the thing. I know it's not like it's a surprise,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
I I clearly see them. I know they're there. I know they're there for me. It's annoying. I'll just leave it there.
Well, now that they know it's annoying because you just said so, they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, until they don't. That's what I'm saying. Until they don't.
And that's a good thing too, because when you're aware of these things and you see exactly what's happening, all you literally have to do is hit the person, hit the individual, hit the being with a heavy love and light energy, put them in a bubble and command what you want to see happen because we all have the power and abilities to do so. That's what I taught you.
Done,
Done
done,
deal.
done. Yeah.
So right after you do that, they'll either have a great fucking day or a bad fucking day. Just like the time where the guy told Jazz that I was getting myself in trouble in the area.
Yeah.
And Jazz says, well, he does like to evaporate people.
That was a perfect response.
That's gotta fuck your head up.
Yeah.
She said what?
Yeah.
And the problem with that is true.
Now he switched side. That guy switched sides, right?
Nah, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay. Wow.
They set him up. They wanted him to be gone though.
Oh,
That's what they do. They set up their own people. They don't care.
yeah. Just like you said, they sacrifice their own people all the time. So I want to segue into another topic, the Great Reset. Okay, the Tartarian mud flood. Okay, so that happened, and you said that they basically set up their people that were down here, the dark ones. They killed them as well, a lot of them. Okay, so we had a question from viewers like, when is the best guess of the years that were switched? Like, we're seeing video that roughly 1,000 years was added to our calendar or timeline, and it really doesn't matter exactly, but it matters from the understanding of how big the deception is, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, we have been lied to about every piece of history, and our, every story is incorrect on
Yeah.
purpose. That's huge.
Yeah. So they keep saying that they keep saying that it's you're talking about 1400s and blah blah blah. But it's not that far along. Maybe a couple thousand years, couple hundred years. I mean, well, maybe a couple thousand. Um, what what ended up happening was, like I said before, you got all of these different groups around the world that were manufactured, and then you got groups that was helping those groups to come out of them. We were like, not we, but the people helped these manufactured groups to become more civilized, and then they became civilized, and then they started listening to the ones that manufactured them, kind of like if they got switched on. Then shortly after that, they all started infiltrating different groups around the world, different kingdoms, different areas, and then they would take over one area at a time, erase everything, and then right after they erased everything, they would move on to the next pieces of land. And the last one, I'm trying to get it pinpointed, but the last one looks like it was around 1776, and that's what the real meaning of it was them all coming in and taking over everything, and then mind wiping, or not mind wiping, but um, taking the survivors off to like concentration camps, if you would, something like that,
Yeah.
and then taking over the land and restructuring everything to make it seem like it was always um, the colonizers that made all this stuff.
Right, right.
That's what I see happening. The mud flood was because of the ET factors that were involved in all of it, and the advanced technology that they were using, kind of like what they did in North Carolina with the water, and how they had your own little type of mud flood over there.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what's been happening for a long time, over the centuries, the years, the thousands of years. And it looks like the recent one was around 1776, before everything was changed in this area, because this area is and always will be, um, the real Egypt and all that.
Mm.
So that's all getting revealed, and it's going to be restored. However, it's going to be restored to its new name, which is Galactica. All this stuff was meant to happen and has happened already too. Because of this being the last cycle, of it all, the names that Daddy's telling me to name things will stick forever. Um, that being said, they have been trying to use advanced technology to go back and forth into the future, including the dark forces and the ETs and blah blah blah. In fact, some of the recent ones that was just released on the aliens.com or the from the White House and whatnot, these individuals were and are cabal type ETs that went into the future with us and came back from the future claiming that we as a civilization had diseases and all these different things that they couldn't cure themselves of, which is why they came back. And the truth of it is that only the cabal species and the cabal themselves were the only ones that were poisoned and altered, while mankind lived on in the future. Nothing ever happened to us because we had daddy the whole time. So you got all of these individuals and these dark programs now coming back claiming that they're from the future and they're trying to fix their genetics and all that. And they're not telling you that the problem of their genetics was because we changed their genetics because of what they've been doing.
Ah.
So now they're coming back into this time and trying to fix everything. But what they don't realize is when they came back to this time, they're now stuck. They're now stuck at this time and they cannot move forward because I'm not letting them.
Awesome. This is a big point.
I tried to tell them, they ain't listen.
Yeah.
Did you see? And I'm gonna give you another example. You hear them talking about all these Stargates everywhere, right? Did you see the latest pictures that we drew that we had made up with the energetic field around the Stargates? So when they come in, they're either allowed to come in because they're now stuck here, and then we take them and teleport them to certain locations. And then the other ones that come in to try to do harmful shit here instantly get disintegrated because of those energy fields. So we are letting some back. We've put perimeters around everything, the bases around the corner, the White House here, the portals, the arcs all around the world that people are talking about. They don't know how, they don't have a fucking clue on what's happening. And that's why a lot of them don't understand or even believe the shit that I'm saying because it's far out there. But I'm telling you right now that this is what's happening. This is what's happening. They are coming back, trying to fix things because their entire fucking species is all fucked up, and they're trying to fix themselves. And that happened because they kept trying to fuck with us, and we kept changing things. What happened? What happened 5, 6 years ago? We had a pandemic. We had the pandemic. The pandemic was killing everybody. The vaccines was, the jab. My bad. The jabs was you see what Daddy did? Change that. Um, the back the pandemic and the was taking everybody out, right? What people don't know, unless you was listening to me at that time, that we was also hitting their adrenochrome. That we was also hitting their all of their different solutions and all of their different things and changing it. So every time they would consume the adrenochrome and the children and all that, it was literally poisoning them. Some of them died. Some of them were altered forever. Some of them are no longer with us. And the ones that did, um, the ones that were allowed to remain are the ones that we're still dealing with for a time not far off.
So it kind of reminds me of the movie The Last Mimsy, right? They go in the future, you go in the future, and humanity's dying off because of some strange disease. But what you're saying is it's the bad guys and their lineage because of what they tried to do to the people, or what
Because of
they
what
have
they
been
did.
doing, what
Because
they
of what
did.
they
Yeah.
did, right. That's exactly what happened.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah. And this
Huge.
is this is another reason why we because of that, the whole as in the whole planetary body couldn't go past a certain dimension, which I talked about that too.
Mhm.
And that's because of this same thing. We have to address this, and we are addressing it. And the way that we're addressing it is exactly the way I just told you. Because now we're starting off fresh, which is this is why this is the last cycle. This time, um, Ava asked me the other day which was the best time of my all of my lives. This time, and this is why. Because of all of the different things that we had to address and how everything came back to this point in time that we just changed. So now we're able to go past those higher dimensions or past the 12th dimension because everything was corrected right here, including the ETs that were doing all this shit, the children that were going missing, the underground bases, all of that. So that's why we brought everybody back and tricked them all to come back to this time so that I can do what I got to do to eliminate them because I am the one.
The last cycle.
The last cycle. Now you're getting more and more insight of what that really means.
So you just mentioned, I got to write an idea down. Okay, it just came to me.
And and you know every now and then and every time that consciousness rises, I'm able to tell you more shit.
So so you just said that you've got like energetic fields around the Stargates. You kind of just gave the bad guys a clue,
It
right?
doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Okay.
Because the ones that are coming through, I want you to come through.
Yeah,
And
but
that also tells them not to fucking come through. You
we
can
want
wait,
them.
you can wait on your little planet until I get to you. Or you can wait until your little base until I get there. Because I'm still coming for you.
Okay. Well, that was my concern. I want them to keep coming so you can snap them right up before they do anything further.
Well, here's the thing. I really don't have to go anywhere. I can just, right? This is showing everybody involved what's really happening and who's really in charge of it all. Whether they believe it or not, I don't give a fuck. Do they watch these videos? Yes, they do. Do they take us serious? Yes, they do. The ones lower level individuals, they're not being told everything. Do they take us serious? No, they don't. Do we care? Absolutely not. I'm gonna tell you like this. The next time you see the little ET figures, the ones that look humanoid, tell me if you don't sense that this individual was here, went into the future, or was a part of the future and came back because they were trying to fix themselves. And tell me what you get. Because that's what you're gonna get. Anyway,
Boom. Boom.
anyway, there's a lot of cool shit like that
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
coming out. Um, you're also starting to see more and more people that look like Sanan the Galactic post up everywhere, because that's a natural inhabitants of Earth. That's what majority of us look like, and you're seeing them pop up everywhere. Somebody just showed me an AI image of a look like my long lost brother or some shit. And there was a comment that said, "I've been telling my kid this is what Jesus really looked like," which was true.
Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of cool things happening around the world. We are all one. We are all created by our loving creator, source, God, Allah, Dad, Daddy. And we are, and we did come together. And humanity is happily ever after, like a fucking movie that ends well. And most of the movies do end well. There was a purpose for that too. So we just gave y'all some more stuff that people weren't aware of, and that now you'll see the evidence of it all. They're starting to release more and more stuff about the teleportation. They're starting to release more stuff about the ships, all the different ships, the reverse engineered stuff, all of the different ETs, and involvement of it all. Um, there are some people talking about how the reason why you're seeing all this stuff is because they're trying to plan an alien invasion, like I talked about in the beginning. Dad's not allowing that.
Awesome.
He's not allowing that. He's going to allow me eventually to uncloak, and I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I do know how manifestation works, so I'm going to keep saying it. He's going to allow me to fully uncloak and stop everything at once. And when we do that, the day that happens, everything will stop at once. Everybody will have everybody's attention. Um, we may cause a few car accidents or whatnot. We may cause a few heart attacks or whatnot. Um, but we're prepared for all that. We'll just send out the utility squad and heal people, because that's what I love to do.
Getting chills. Getting
So
chills.
so it's only a matter of time, and the time is now. So I'm excited about it all.
Dun dun dun. Yeah.
All right, let's go with the next question.
All right. All right. Sorry. I'm just so excited. All right. So you just basically through this video have answered the question why people who are working here, paying taxes and being good humans have to go through all of this hardship. That's a question everyone's always been asking. And we answered it pretty much every single video, but it has to be revealed.
Yeah, well, the truth of the matter is that you're easily controlled, or you're easily able to be controlled.
Yeah.
And the part, the other part of it is the only reason why you're able to your defense. The only reason why you're able to be controlled and manipulated the way you are is because you do have that love in you, and you don't want to cause harm. Okay? So that's why they know that we were created with love in us. They know that we're not going to do certain things to hurt each other. So they do it, and then they make us do it without realizing that we were programmed to do it. Why do you think they take the children as children, mind fuck them, rape them, do all types of things to them, and then put them in line to become leaders for the next set? See that?
Mhm.
Did y'all get that? That's why. When the EBS? I don't know. I don't care.
Hey, at least it was short. Okay. All right. In other lifetimes, okay, did you have the capability of multiplying yourself like what you've done now? And
Y-
in going
Yeah,
through.
yeah, but yes. However, Dad's the one that multiplied me. Um, I I wanted to be multiplied more, and he told me no. He said 100 was enough. And then, right,
He's like, oh, ay, ay, ay. Right?
he said 100 was enough. That was crazy. That
Yeah.
was crazy, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
when I sat there and looked at it, I'm like, 100, is that it? But when I sat there and looked at it, it's like, okay. So now you have me running around everywhere, all at the same time in multiple dimensions, doing all these different things and still here at the same time. And I don't look the same in all of these different areas because
Ooh.
it's consciousness. Most of the time, especially off world, I look like myself, which is the Sananda Galactic um, image avatar, if you would. That's mostly me out there. Um, a lot of the times I'm just a ball of blue light because I came from daddy as light. Somebody had asked daddy if I was, if I was birthed, and daddy told the person that I was formed, made. There is a lot of people out here that have connections to dad. They don't have to listen to me. They listen to dad. I don't have all the information because I didn't ask dad all the information. I don't care to know all the information. I just want to know what I got to do, what, where, when, and how. Um, here and there, daddy brings people or daddy has people contact me and tell me certain things that are validated because daddy told me. Daddy told me. Daddy showed me. Daddy showed us. So we're literally everywhere, multiple times in space, popping up on people here and there, doing what we need to do, doing what is needed to be done. And um, they never saw us coming. They never saw us coming. That's the part right there. I used to be called a nuisance a few years ago.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I asked them. I asked Daddy before. What do they think about me? They think you're a nuisance. They don't think you can do all the things that you claim that you say you can do. I said, okay, okay. They're not saying that no more.
You told me last video that Trump had us playing in the background, our video live in the background.
Yeah, they
Wow.
they, they have a command center,
Yeah.
and that's where they all at. And the Trump that you're seeing out there is not even the real Trump. It's not even his real name, by the way. So everything's fake. Everything.
So I think it might have been yesterday. You had posted a newspaper article with the real Trump and his wife, a photo from a while ago. Is that what he really looks like? Do you know what I'm
Uh,
talking about?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yep.
Woo. I have seen that before, and I've been curious about that ever since, what the real story is there. Um, but I guess that will you tell us what the real story is behind that
You
photo?
know, do you know what? You know, they use the word Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was playing around with the word. Like, what the fuck is the real meaning of this word? Because it wasn't never my name. So I'm sitting there looking at the word and guessing names and guessing what it would say, blah, blah, blah. So I says, okay, well, how about this? Chess, ease, society, up, slowly. Haven't I been doing that?
Yeah.
Now, what would Trump mean?
Trump usually means to win. Like it overcomes, it wins,
Trump,
right?
yeah, the Trump card, blah, blah, blah. There's some people that say it stands for the republic under military power.
Oh.
We shall see. Who's military? That's what I want to know.
I'm hoping the blue hats.
You don't have to hope.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. So that's a really interesting story that's going to have to come out.
Oh yeah, it's coming out. They're talking about it now.
Yeah.
They're talking about the time traveling shit. They're talking about this. They're talking about that. They're talking about everything. Some of these individuals are even my children, and that's going to come out too. And some of the individuals that you're seeing is actually me taking a different form. Things are getting real, real interesting now, aren't they?
So when you say individuals, you mean like in our history slash, we'll call it news or current events, whatever you might want to call it. Mm-mm.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I guess another book is coming out.
Well, I told you yesterday they're gonna keep coming out.
Yep. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm excited for all of it. I know, I wish for all of y'all to live prosperous lives, and that's why I keep doing what I'm doing
Yeah.
effortlessly.
Yep.
I wish for y'all to see what I see so that you can have some calmness and ease to your being. I know not everybody is gifted the way that we are to be able to see these things. But I do wish that for you, and I do wish the best for all of y'all, and that's why we're working hard to get this accomplished for everybody, so that we don't have to worry about where our childrens are at, so that we don't have to worry about how the light's going to stay on, so that we don't have to worry about eating the poisonous food that we eat. There's a lot of us good guys around the world that are working hard to accomplish these things for all of you guys. And we only ask that you join the fight with your positive thinking and positive thoughts for everyone. That's literally all you all have to do. Because me and my team, we got the rest. We don't have to deal with the karma for evaporating people.
Beautiful.
That
Beautiful.
sounds so wrong, don't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's my job. And I love my job. And I love doing what I do. I love healing. I love healing. Love it. Like, love it. I'll make holograms all day long if I could. I'd make products all day long if I could. That's what I do best. I do that best. I love to create. I love to heal. Even if I don't respond to a text message, I've already taken care of the situation because you text me. There was a young man that texted me about some situation him and his wife were having. I've already taken care of it. They don't know because I haven't called them or talked to them yet. Or maybe they have, they do know. We don't know yet because, well, I don't know yet. Well, I do know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a lot of good things happening. Dad and I work in mysterious ways. He only tells me what the people are ready for. He only tells me to tell the people what they're ready for. And I'm sure by now you guys are seeing the things that I talk about for the last couple of years manifest. Um, all of these different entities and these different forces around the world have been eliminated. What you're seeing is a lot of CGI and a lot of rogue agents continuing to do what they do because they haven't been informed that their leaders are actually dead. So,
Yeah.
but all that is here and now as well. Um, the last conversations we had yesterday with the the with the people involved, security teams, DOD, Department of War, blah blah blah. The last thing they told us was they're trying to push everything out last night. They said that not a lot, but there are some cabal people that don't want you to have the funds. Every time they try to get things done, something happens, someone interferes. This was just last night. Okay. Um, I can say those things freely because I'm the boss and I don't give a shit what they do or say. Daddy wants it done. Daddy's going to get it done. We are going to get it done. One way or the other, we are getting it done. It should have been done a long time ago. However, I understand that there are still greedy, dark people in place for a period of time. And once they make their final decision, we can come in and get rid of them. That's the only thing that's holding things up. The only thing. At the end of the day, dad is the one holding it all up. And only he knows the perfect time. He won't tell me. You already know why. So, but I'm super excited about it all. I know it can't be that much longer. It's literally happening. So the next call I would like for it to be, they gave us the 1-800 numbers. Here you guys go. We did hear back in the day that there would only be certain groups like the Bruce Call and the TNT Tonys and the you know what's his name? Fucking I forget his name. That they would have the 1-800 numbers and all that stuff. But I know they're going to give us the 1-800 numbers too. So I'm I'm begging daddy to let us have it so that we can get to work and do some of the things that that we can't do without actually paying for it in this reality. Although daddy can make all these things happen without money, but he made the money too. So as soon as he gives us the money and the wealth and the unlimited resources, you're going to see things change, and you're going to see things change quickly. They don't want someone like myself with money. They don't even want you to listen to me. They don't want my information out. I just went off of my YouTube channel just to see all the videos that are still there. They deleted a whole lot of my videos,
Mhm.
a whole lot. And they don't want you to know that I'm for real. They don't want you to know that the shit that I'm saying is true. They don't want you to know that we can heal each other just by using frequencies coming out of our thoughts and minds and energy, consciousness. They don't want you to know all this stuff. Why? Because they want control. Even the good guys. This is why I said yesterday to you. Even the good guys want control. They want to be able to control everything after the cabal's eliminated. Wait, huh? Doesn't that make you just like them? No. No, 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 no. Release the fucking everything. Release the wealth. Release the technology. Release the whatever you have to heal people. Release the replicators. Release all the stuff. Whatever daddy wants you to release when he tells you to release it, because we know that daddy's in contact with them too. Release everything and move out the way. That's it. Don't try to sit there and control things, because then you'll have more problems. Like you know. I'm sure you know. I'm not a secret no more.
So
And
exciting.
the world is waking up to Smarty. Okay? So
This is
that's where we're at.
so very exciting and so much bigger than we can even understand.
Way,
So exciting.
way bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, we're good for now. I gotta take care of some other stuff. Everything's good.
Thank you so much for your time and trouble and for letting us know everything you have. And
Everything, yeah, good.
and I'll tell the viewers, if you'll send your questions to me, I will add them to the list. I have actually an 18-page list. And I keep adding most of the stuff to the top because it's more current. But I do collect the questions. So we'll try to add them in when we have time.
Yep, 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 yep. I did answer some of the ones on here too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
um all of the things that you guys are posting and questions and all that stuff, I've answered most of it already. Um, you're going to see a lot of the stuff manifest. A lot of things disappear because it wasn't real in the first place.
Awesome.
A lot of the deception is going away, and a lot of bad people are in trouble for it. So you know you are witnessing that too.
Awesome.
That being said, we're out of here. Love you guys. Have a great
Thank you
day.
so much. Appreciate everything you've done for us.